She arrived carrying a single suitcase, believing she was about to marry my father. But 3 days later, she quietly looked at me and whispered, "I think I came to the wrong house." At first, I thought she was joking. I wasn't. Neither was she. What none of us knew was that one old letter, hidden for nearly 20 years, would reveal a truth that changed every life in our family. Stay until the end, because this isn't a story about betrayal. It's a story about honesty, sacrifice, and finding love in the most unexpected place. The year was 1912. Our family owned a modest farm outside a small town. After my mother passed away, my father, Thomas, buried himself in work. Years of loneliness convinced him to answer an introduction arranged by distant relatives. The woman's name was Evelyn. She had lost both parents and wanted a fresh start. They exchanged letters for months. Finally, she agreed to travel across the country. No one expected what would happen next. When Evelyn stepped off the train, my father welcomed her warmly. I carried her luggage to the wagon. She smiled politely. During the ride home, something felt strange. She asked more questions about me than about my father. She noticed every small kindness. How I helped an elderly neighbor fix a fence. How I stopped the wagon so a family of ducks could cross the road. She never said why. The next few days were awkward. My father was a good man. Kind. Honest. But he seemed to treat the marriage like another responsibility. Evelyn had imagined companionship, conversation, shared dreams. Instead, they spoke very little. Meanwhile, she and I often worked together in the fields. We laughed, shared stories. Without realizing it, a friendship quietly grew. Neither of us wanted it to. One evening, my father surprised us both. He admitted something difficult. "I've been trying to convince myself this marriage is right. But every day, I become more certain I'm forcing it." He looked at Evelyn. "You deserve someone who truly loves you, not someone simply trying to escape loneliness." The room fell silent. No one knew what to say. That night, Evelyn packed her suitcase. She decided to leave before sunrise. She didn't want to hurt anyone. As she reached the gate, I stopped her. "You shouldn't leave because you're afraid of what people will think." She smiled sadly. "I'm leaving because your father deserves honesty. So do you." Before she boarded the train, my father arrived. He handed Evelyn a small bundle of letters. "They were your letters to me. I want you to keep them. They helped me through lonely years. But they also helped me realize something. Love cannot be built from obligation." Then he looked at me. For the first time, I saw him smile. "If your hearts have found each other, don't throw that away because of me." Months passed. Evelyn returned to her hometown. I remained on the farm. Neither of us wrote. We believed it was the respectful thing to do. Then one autumn afternoon, a letter arrived. Not from Evelyn. From my father. It contained only one sentence. "Life is too short to let fear make your decisions." Inside was a train ticket. I traveled to see Evelyn. She was volunteering at a small school for orphaned children. When she saw me, she froze. "I thought I'd never see you again." I smiled. My father disagreed. She laughed through tears. A year later, we were married in a small country church. My father stood proudly beside me, not with regret, but with peace. During the celebration, someone quietly asked him if it hurt to lose the woman he planned to marry. Thomas smiled gently. "You can't lose something that was never truly yours." The greatest gift a parent can give is the courage to let others choose happiness honestly. The years that followed brought more joy than any of us expected. Evelyn and I built a home filled with laughter. My father lived with us until his final days. He became the most devoted grandfather our children could have asked for. People often whispered about how unusual our story was, but they never knew the truth. It wasn't a story about a woman choosing between a father and a son. It was a story about three people choosing honesty over pride, about kindness over possession, and about a father wise enough to recognize that real love cannot be demanded. It can only be freely given. Sometimes life doesn't unfold according to our plans. Sometimes the wrong beginning leads to the right ending. And sometimes the greatest act of love is letting go with grace. If this story moved you, subscribe for more heartfelt stories of kindness, sacrifice, and unexpected journeys that prove love is strongest when it's guided by honesty and compassion. Our next story begins with a lonely widow who offered a stranger shelter for one stormy night, never imagining that single decision would change her family's future forever.